Hello, today we will discuss about electric power and energy. What is the difference between power and energy? What is energy? What is power? Let us first start with some example. Suppose there are two persons. Suppose there are two people, X and Y, and they are given a task. There is one building. Let this be the building, and they were asked to carry the bricks. These are the bricks. So X and Y, they were asked to carry the bricks to the top of the building. They'll let X takes 20 bricks. X carries 20 bricks to the top and Y carries 50 bricks. Then they have done some work, and who has done more work? Then what you will say? Who has done more work, X or Y? It is obvious, Y has carried more bricks, so he has done more work. Okay. Now suppose I will say, who is having more power? Whether X is having more power or Y is having more power. Then some of you may say that this Y is having more power, he has carried more bricks. He has definitely done more work. But about the power, actually you cannot say who is having more power. For that I have to supply some more information. And suppose I will say that X has carried 20 bricks in say 1 hour. Okay. And Y has carried 50 bricks in 5 hours. Okay. Then how much in 1 hour X has carried? Then in 1 hour X has carried 20 bricks, so 20 bricks per hour. Then how much Y has carried? That is 50 divided by 5, that is equal to 10 bricks per hour. Now you can see that here X has carried more bricks in 1 hour than Y. Y has carried only 10 bricks per hour and X has carried 20 bricks per hour, twice as much. So here you can say that X is having more power. X is more powerful, you can say, and Y is less powerful. He has done less work in 1 hour. Although Y has done more work in 5 hours, but X has done less work. Total amount of work Y has done more and X has done less, but X is having more power. So time information is required for calculating the power. Okay, and then rate of work done, that is called the power. Unit of energy is same as the unit of work done. The unit is in joule or Newton meter, and energy that is also in joule. We are having energy, and consuming that energy we do some work. There is one statement that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It is just transformed from one form to other form. Okay. Mechanical energy that can be transformed to electrical energy, or chemical energy may be transformed to electrical energy, and electrical energy can be transformed to mechanical, or to sound energy, to light energy. Okay, so energy can be transformed from one form to the other, and by consuming the energy we can do some work. So work and energy, they are having the same unit, that is the joule. Okay. Then power is equal to work done divided by time taken, or power we can say that is equal to energy consumed or absorbed divided by time. This is the definition of power. The unit of power will be joule per second. That is joule unit. Unit of power is joule per second. Work done per unit time. Per unit time, how much work is done, that is the power. Or you can say the energy consumed per time. Both the unit of work and energy, they are the same, that is joule. So how much energy is consumed or energy is absorbed per second, that is the power. Yes, this joule per second, that is called watt. So the unit of power is watt. Unit of power is watt. This is the basic concept behind this work, energy and power. We are having energy, so we consume that energy and do some work. And amount of work done or energy consumed per second, and that is called the power. So energy is in joule divided by the time. Energy divided by the time spent, that is equal to power of the device or anything, that is in watt. Let us now discuss about the electrical power and energy. This is not different, but the thing is that here the energy is in the form of electric energy. Now, what is the voltage difference? There are 2 points. This is point A, this is point B, and the voltage difference is V between these 2 points. The voltage difference between these 2 points, that is defined as the work done in carrying unit charge from point B to point A. That means the V is equal to work done per unit charge. That means if the charge amount is Q amount of charge is carried from this point to this point, so V becomes the work done in carrying the charge from B to A divided by charge Q. So the work done is equal to V into Q. Similarly, let this be a conductor, and the voltage difference between the ends of the conductor is V, and so V is equal to, so V you can say that is the amount of work done in carrying Q amount of charge from this point to this point. This is at positive potential, this is at negative potential. So that means V is equal to work done divided by Q. Okay. Now this work done is the amount of energy absorbed by this material, and this energy is converted to in some form. It may be heat energy or in the form of light energy, or it may be some percent of heat, some percent of light, like that. So V is equal to W by Q, or that is equal to, you can say it is equal to energy absorbed by the material divided by Q, or we can say that the energy is equal to V into Q. Potential difference between the ends of the conductor and the amount of charge moved from this point to this point. Now when the charge moves from one point to another, it will take some time. So if we will divide this equation, energy divided by time, that is equal to V into Q divided by time. Now this energy absorbed or consumed by this element or this conductor divided by time, that is the power, what we just discussed a few minutes back. That is P is equal to, you can write this as V Q divided by time. Now this is V and Q by time. What is Q by time? Q by T is equal to I. Charge flowing per unit time, that is the current that we know from the basic electricity, that P is equal to VI. So we get power that is equal to VI. This is the power consumed by this element. So power consumed by this element is equal to V into I. P is equal to VI. So if this conductor is represented by the resistance R and the current flowing through this is I, the voltage across the resistance is V, power is P, that is equal to VI. That much power is consumed by this element, and it absorbed from the source. It is connected to some voltage source, and that power is absorbed by this element. It may be converted in the form of light or heat, or if there is no resistance and some motor is connected here, it will be converted to a mechanical energy form. Now we can see that from Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Okay. So putting it here, V is equal to IR into I. So P is equal to I square R. This is another form. So this is one form and this is another form. Also you can see V is not there, only current I and resistance. Also we can replace I by I is equal to V divided by R. Putting it here, P is equal to V. I in place of I you can put V divided by R. That becomes P is equal to V square divided by R. This is still another form. So the power consumed in the element is equal to P is equal to VI, that is I square R, that is same as V square divided by R. So if I is not given and V is given, R is given, we can apply this formula. Instead of calculating I from this Ohm's law and calculating by using this formula, we can directly use this formula. Or suppose I is given and V is not given, then we can directly apply this formula. So these are the three different forms of the same formula, P is equal to VI. Now what is the unit of power? Power, that is V is in volt and I in ampere. So power is in volt ampere, or this is same as watt. Okay, power is measured in watt, and you know that that is equal to joule. 1 watt is 1 joule divided by 1 second. So the power what we are getting by multiplying voltage and current, that we get the, it is in watt. Okay, power is the rate of consumption of energy, rate of consumption or absorption of energy. At what rate this resistance is consuming energy, or at what rate it is absorbing energy. If it is a battery element, then there is some voltage difference across the battery element and current is flowing like this. So this battery is supplying energy at the rate of VI, that is the joule per second, or watt. At this rate the element is supplying energy. Okay. And if this resistance is connected across this battery, it will supply energy at this rate and it will consume that energy in this rate also. Okay. If you are having some doubt, don't worry for that. I am here to discuss more. That's all for now, and we'll discuss more later.